Hello, Ramley and other NFL family, especially Bears family if you're watching this. We are getting it close to game time here. It's Friday night when I'm recording this video. And yes, the Rams are traveling to Chicago and they were welcomed with a billboard displayed here. Hey, LA, we dare you to lick the goalpost. And you know what? That's just good, clean fun. I'm all, and as a Canadian kid who grew up, and yes, I did in fact try and lick a goalpost in the cold. I encourage anyone from California who's never experienced that to continue to never experience that. But I digress. We're talking about the injury report in this video here for the Rams and the Bears, and then we'll close off with a little bit of a drama with Sean McVay and Ben Johnson. There's a tease for you. But yeah, Stu Jackson here. This is just from Sean McVay's presser. And he talked. So the Rams, we do know Kevin Dotson had a full participation in practice today. That's so huge. People do not understand how good Kevin Dotson is. He is one of the best guards in the NFL. He does change up the Rams playbook when he's there. So stoked that Kevin Dotson is going to be available for this game. He was limited all week, but then full participation today. And then, as you can see here, we got fulls across the board until we get to Jimmy Garoppolo, who had a bit of a back soreness from what Sean McVay said in his presser. And it looks like Byron Young was just resting, and Deshaun Johnson had an illness. So both of there's a questionable tag there, but everyone else seems good to go, and that's what we like to hear. Over on the Bears side, if we look here, Nick McLeod, defensive back for the Bears, he has been ruled out. And then Roma Tuesday, he was full participation in practice today after being limited all week. He does carry a questionable tag. Guessing he's going to play. Jalen Reeves, Mabin, he was limited, full, then limited. So he's questionable for the game on Sunday night. That's a good thing about, these players. They're not playing the Saturday night game. They are the literally the last possible game they could be. But other than that, the Bears are looking pretty healthy going into this game. So I'm standing by my take. I believe this is going to be a high scoring game. I think it's going to be an instant classic. And I think that both the Rams and the Bears, they're going to want to, stay warm by running around on the field and keeping the offenses going. On the note of the Ben Johnson villain arc that is being painted in the media here, from his handshake with the Packers head coach, Matt LaFleur, Peter Schrager had this to say on The Ringer.
That handshake and all that mother F stuff from Ben Johnson did not go over well with the McVay tree, if you will, and around the league. Mike LaFleur is Matt LaFleur's little brother. He's the offensive coordinator for the Rams.
They say the NFL football is the greatest reality TV show there is. This is why.
And Sean's best friend in coaching is Matt LaFleur. So when you do the utter disrespect and the brazen locker room video where you're saying F the Packers, F that coaching staff, and the social media team clicks go, send it, put out in the world. And then the next day, when you've got 24 hours to really think about it, to say, no, I'm fine with what I said, and my owner's got my back on that too. This is the WWE part of this, where there's actual personalities involved. And I think McVay wants to kick the snot out of Ben Johnson. And I think Ben Johnson, who's beaten McVay the last 2 times when Detroit played the Rams, has no problem with that. I'll beat the snot out of you. I love these 2 guys, 2 young alpha offensive minds, going at it in this game. I can't wait.
And again, as football fans, we are blessed with entertaining football on the field. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't care about that off the field stuff. I kind of dig it. I am really curious to see how the handshake goes between Ben Johnson and Sean McVay after this game, regardless of the outcome of this game. I think it's just so funny that something like this that happened last weekend it's stuck around. It's a story going into the game. And I think that Ben Johnson and Sean McVay are 2 of the most brilliant football minds in this generation in terms of coaching. And not like, I know this is Ben Johnson's first year as a head coach, but as an offensive coordinator, he was already proving himself as a brilliant offensive play caller and play designer, similar to Sean McVay. Even though they do run different schemes, I'm sure they kind of steal from each other, watch each other's playbooks, things like that, along the way to kind of add to their own playbooks. So I'm excited for this game. I know it's going to be cold. I know it's going to be super, super cold. I'll get a weather report in a moment here. But I think despite the cold, this is going to be a big scoring game. I've been saying that all week. I'm standing by it, and I don't know, necessarily if it's going to be a ground and pound heavy game or if it's going to be, an aerial attack through the air and the quarterbacks are going to be slinging it. But I could see, Matthew Stafford and Caleb Williams like, hey, let's just put on a show for the entire world, and sign me up for that. Let's take a look at the weather here for this game. Yeah, this is off the Bears Wire of Alyssa Barberi. Yes, sorry if I missed your name there. But she talks about the weather. It says, according to Accure Weather's latest forecast, it's going to be a frigid and windy one during Sunday night's game between the Bears and the Rams, where they urge fans to bundle up for the football game. So if any of you are going to the game, Rams fan or Bear fan, bundle up, right? Be safe. The temperature is expected to be 20 degrees at kickoff with a real feel of 1 degree. It's expected to snow roughly an hour or two before the game, before cloudy conditions settle in with flurries expected around 8 p.m. Central Time. But one of the biggest factors will be the wind. Winds are expected to be 18 to 21 miles per hour, with gusts reaching from 24 to 27 miles per hour, which could have an impact on the kicking game and passing game. That's a really good point to make. Maybe I'm still being a little too optimistic that this is going to be a bit of a barn burner, but one of the things I love about football is it's a game of adapting and adjusting, right? And so both these teams, they're going to have to play each other and adapt to what each other are doing on offense and defense, but they're also going to have to adapt to the elements. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below in regards to the weather. It seems like I've heard more about the weather this week about this game than the actual matchup between the Rams and the Bears, which is pretty crazy to think because it's a divisional round of the playoffs, right? Well, that's going to do it for me in this quick video. Of course, I will be live on Sunday when the Rams play the Bears for a Rams versus Bears watch party. I would love to see you there. Come say hello. We have a lot of fun doing it. And make sure if you're going to this game, as I said before, bundle up and let me know in the comments below. Are you going to the game? Because that's awesome that you're going to playoff football. That's phenomenal. And every Wednesday, I'm live with my fellow co-host Rams House for our show First Down Rams. I'm hoping that we can keep doing it all the way to the Super Bowl, but we gotta go one game at a time. I'm standing by my prediction. I think it's going to be a barn burner of a game despite the cold. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams! Woo!